Today I am going to talk to you very briefly on how you can make the most of your tax return. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is just create a list of things. So I do this in my phone on an app called Google Keep, but I can't show you and record this at the same time, so I'm just going to do it on paper. So first off, what I start with at the top is always how much money I'm going to be getting back. So I'm going to start with a number like that. So step one is definitely to plan out what you're going to need this money for before you receive it. And this way you're less likely to spend your money frivolously on things that you think you need just because you have the money in your account. So I usually prioritize it with things that I need and then things that would be nice or that I would want. So one of the big things that I needed this time around was I need to save some more money for school. So I'm going to put down school and I'm going to put how much I need for that. There were a few other things such as my furnace being serviced in the fall. That was like, I want to say it was $150, so I'm gonna need that again, so I put that on my list. Last year I put a bathroom renovation, so that would go on the list, and I felt that that was important because the bathroom was so hideous, and if I needed to resell the house, I needed it to be way better for cheap. So these are some of the items, and then I'll just come up with something else. We'll just say I want to pay off a debt for $1,000, and let's say I want something for myself, which isn't really just for myself, it's for the house, but I do have a good vacuum already, but it would be nice to buy another one. I'm not convinced I'm going to do this, but I'm just planning accordingly, and this is just my example. Step two is as soon as you receive the money, you're going to take the money and put it directly where it needs to go. So this one would go to Capital One. This one could also go to Capital One because I have different accounts there. Debt, well, obviously we're just going to pay that off. And a vacuum, since I might buy that, I'll keep that in my savings account. So as soon as I get the money, I'm just pushing it aside. Now let's say there was extra money here. All right, so I added all this up and there was some leftover money here. So I'm left with $550 from my tax return. So I can now maybe, since I already paid a debt, maybe I have some fun, or maybe I pay off another debt, or maybe I throw my child a birthday party, or whatever the case may be. Realistically, you're probably not going to be left with much at the end, but because this is just an example, there's some money left over. But don't let this just sit in your account. Give it an assignment, give it a purpose so that it's not just lingering around. And that's what I do with my taxes, and I had a lot of success last year with this strategy, so I hope it helps.